Hey Lawn Care Nation, in this video I want to talk about how lawn aeration is easy money for your lawn care business. Coming up. So hey Lawn Care Nation, for 2019, I'm going into my 14th season providing lawn care services with my lawn care business. Now, I still remember my very first season in 2005 when I was starting out with that lawn care franchise, and we would have monthly meetings to get together and talk about lawn care. And this was always a favorite time of the month for me, as I would get to get together with those other franchisees in my city and be able to ask them questions and pick their brain as somebody who is new or green to the lawn care industry about services and things that they were doing in their own businesses locally to help grow their business. So one of the questions that I asked early on of these peers of mine was what other service besides the staple lawn care can I add to my business to help it grow? And overwhelmingly, each person that I asked this question of, the answer was always the same. Do lawn aerations. Aerate your customers' lawns to make some really good extra profit. So I can say without a shadow of a doubt, after providing lawn care services with my business for the past 13 years, that this is absolutely one of those services that you should be doing in your lawn care business, that you should be offering it in-house. I know a lot of people offer it or subdivide it to other companies to do because they don't have an aerator or they don't want to get into it. But let me tell you, aerating lawns has the potential to set daily record-setting profits for your lawn care business. In fact, when I think back throughout the years in my lawn care business, the days that stand out to where I was making multiple thousands of dollars in a single day were the days that I was aerating lawns, and I'll explain why. So the great thing about aerating is that it's a natural upsell to what you're already providing for those customers. You're already going there and taking care of their lawn. And in most cases, they're all after the same thing. They want the healthiest lawn. They want the greenest lawn. They want to be the envy of the neighborhood. And aerating is an important step to achieving that goal. So not only is it a natural upsell to your lawn care or lawn cutting services that you're already doing, but aerating in itself has a whole bunch of natural upsells that you can do when providing the aerating. So this is really where the key to those record-setting profits comes in, is that not only are you going to go to each of your clients' houses and you're going to aerate, but you're also going to upsell them on all of those additional services. So things like overseeding, things like liming or fertilizing that you do in your specific area can all be done ideally at the same time as that lawn aeration. You can even go as far as upselling jobs like top dressing on top of lawn aerating. So when you take all of your customers that are interested in aeration and you group them or break them up over maybe 1, 2, or 3 day period where you take maybe 10 houses a day that you need to aerate, and you also upsell them on all of those other services we talked about, you'll see how you can go from an average customer price for that day from say a $40 typical mowing price to a $200 per customer aeration, lime, fertilizer, overseeding type price. Now you times that by the 10 houses that you're doing per day, and you'll see how you can easily make $2,000 per day doing those services. You take that by the 3 days, say that you're fitting all of your lawn care customers for those aerations in, say on a typical, say 30 houses that you're doing, and now you've just banged out $6,000 in that single week over 3 days of just doing lawn aerations, fertilizer, liming, and overseeding. Now, I know a lot of you guys will take a look at the cost or the price of an aerator and say, well, that's way too much. I don't want to dump, say, $4,000 or $5,000 for a typical walk-behind type aerator, or even, $9,000, say, for a stand-on type aerator. And that's just too much for a machine that's only getting used, say, once a year, typically, for most people's lawn care businesses. Well, the nice thing about aeration is that those aerators are available everywhere. Not only will every tool rental place have them, but pretty much every Home Depot across the country will have aerators available in their rental section as well, with really pretty reasonable rates, where you can rent that machine, and after that first house you've paid off that rental, and the rest of the day is all extra money in your pocket, and you don't even have to worry about the maintenance, the oil changes, or anything for that particular machine. You just return it back at the end of the day, or the end of 3 days, or the end of the week, whatever your rental agreement that you decide you need the machine for. Now, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys will have seen inevitably when I post pictures of my aerator and me aerating lawns in my lawn care business. And you'll see the aerator that I refer to as Old Betsy. And that's because, 13 years ago when I was talking to those guys and they were giving me that advice, I, had that same thought as most people, saying, that's a lot of money for an aerator. So I decided to go the used route, and I went to those tool rental places at the end of the season, in around October, and offered to buy an aerator off of those companies. And at this point, those machines in my area had been sitting around for months at this point, earning no income for those people. And they were more than happy to let one of them go. So I purchased, a used rental aerator 13 years ago for a quarter of the new price of that particular machine. And it has served me well in my lawn care business for 13 years. And not only for me, but I've also actually turned around and rented that machine out to other lawn care businesses in my area on a daily rate, where they've gone out and made some money with that machine as well. And I've made extra money on top of the aerations instead of having the machine sitting in my garage. So, they're super durable machines. They're built like tanks. Yes, they are expensive, but like I say, you can, if you poke around through those tool rental places, you can find some really great deals on a used machine as well. So even though aerators are easily accessible for rental, I would still say try to purchase a machine of your own so that you have it at your disposal anytime you need it. Renting is fine, and you can make great profit potential there, but you have to be very structured in doing so. You have to schedule all of those customers on those days, and you can miss out on a lot of one-off type aeration jobs that will come in at different times because it's just not worth doing a one-off aeration if you have to then go and rent a machine just to do that one job. It just takes all the profit out of it. But if you own that machine and you've knocked out all of your regular customers, a week later, if you get another call, or in the next month you might get another call to do an aeration, it's easy to throw the machine on the trailer and do it while you're doing your regular lawn mowing route. Stop by and earn an extra $100 doing that extra aeration that you wouldn't have done if you had to rely on a rental machine. So over the years now and advances in technology, we now have stand-on type aerators, just like your typical stand-on mower. And Exmark puts out a bunch of great versions of this machine, including a new, smaller 24-inch model that they introduced recently. Now, this is fantastic. I think back to the amount of work that goes into aerating. It can be, quite a bit of work using these machines. It can be tough on your shoulders, tough making turns and getting into certain areas. And having a stand-on machine is just simply fantastic to think about the potential there. When I can knock out, maybe 15 houses the most in a typical day when I'm doing aerating, and you think about what I could do if that was a stand-on machine where I wasn't getting fatigued actually having to do the manual labor of manhandling that machine around somebody's lawn and only going as fast as I can walk. You can see just how you can really increase that profit potential through the roof with one of these newer stand-on machines. So that's it for this one, guys. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below and let me know, do you offer lawn aerations in your lawn care business? Do you own a machine or do you rent a machine? Is it a typical walk-behind machine or one of the new stand-on machines? So if you like this type of how to start a lawn care business type video, I'll leave another one for you to watch up here in this corner, or I'll leave one of my other videos for you to watch up here in this corner. So that's it for this one, guys. Here's to wishing you guys all overwhelming success and freedom in your lawn care business. Bye for now.